Yeah, so for myself and this love for this amazing sport, it actually goes all the way back to the start. When I was a young kid, I grew up in South Africa, and my house was in a place called Kyalami in South Africa, which is a famous Grand Prix track, lots of famous endurance races as well. So from a very young age, I spent a lot of time climbing over the fence to watch racing cars. So from an early age, the sound, the sight of these amazing races. My first Grand Prix was 1993. Nigel Mansell, Alain Prost, Ayrton Senna, these are amazing years for Formula One. So that was also the foundation for me. And from there, it was always a view and a dream to be working in this sport. Yeah, so like a lot of people in the pit lane, I started, beyond the passion for the sport, I started out also racing, and I loved it. I did go-karting, I did a bit of racing with the manufacturer and with Vauxhall, and then with Lotus. So I was a reasonable level, but if I compare myself now to the level we have here in a World Championship in Formula E, I was a very keen amateur, is probably the best way to put it. So, no, I love it. I still enjoy my racing now, but I think it gives a great foundation when you work in the sport, having driven at least to a high level, to understand, have empathy for what the drivers are doing, what their challenges are, but also understanding what an incredible level these drivers here in Formula E are operating at. Obviously, at the end of every session, we're debriefing together. On the build-up to even the race weekend, on days like today, Thursday, Friday, spending time with the drivers. Even between races, speaking with them. We do a post-race debrief after each weekend. We speak and look at the weekend past, what we can do better. So it's a constant communication, to be honest, which is really important. But particularly on the race weekend, it's important that you have that close structure where I can, and with the engineers, understand where the drivers are at, the challenges they're having, in order for us to build and improve our performance over the weekend. Yeah, so to be honest, if we're not racing, I'm normally either I have a wonderful home life. I love time with family. That's a very important point to me. But also, if I'm not normally working, I'm doing some of my own racing. I still do a little bit of my own racing as well, which is great when I can have time to do it. So yeah, for me, it's a bit of a kind of combination of work is racing, but life is also racing as well. But yeah, family's key for me, and it's important when you have such a long season also that you recharge the batteries between races. Yeah, honestly, I'm incredibly proud of what this team is achieving. When we started this program in 2015, we had the approval to come back, bring Jaguar back into racing. Firstly, for me, it's a massive privilege and a real honor to look after Jaguar and its racing program. This is a team that has amazing history, winning Le Mans in 1954, and still one of the most successful British sports car and British manufacturers. So for me, I see it like it's an absolute privilege. It's a responsibility to write the next chapter of success. And I'm really proud to say after 6 years here in Formula E, we've been through that experience of learning, building, developing the team to a point now where we are genuinely competing for race wins and podiums and fighting for world championships. So we still have a lot to achieve. It's great we're winning races now and we're fighting for the championship, but I want us to win championships. But we're here because of the amazing efforts of everyone in this team. Everything I just explained, everyone feels in their heart that we all want to be achieving this together as a group, but also achieving it for this amazing brand for Jaguar. So yeah, we share that passion together, and we're all proud, but we're all hungry to have more and to have championships.
And is it safe to say that this year Jaguar is the closest to win the title finally in Formula E?
So strictly speaking, no. I mean, if I go back to season 6, we were leading the teams and the drivers' championship going into the last race. So we have led the championship before. We've been very, very close to winning the championship before. That year was, to be fair, unlucky. It was a small component failure we had, which stopped us winning our first world championship. So there's a bit of pain there from that past, but we move on. And yeah, we're absolutely, I think it's fair to say this year we're in a very strong position. But we're never complacent as a team. We're very humble. We know we have world-class competition here. We sit third, our customer team is leading the championship, so it's great to have 2 Jaguar teams in the top 3. It shows the strength of the car we have and how we operate. But as you know, it's the last race is your most important. The last race of the season is going to be critical. So our job is to keep our heads down, keep working, and hopefully come into London in the chance of winning this championship. And then we'll do our best job to try and achieve that.